I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
This is another Patreon review for Andrew Chilton. Thank you so much for that. If anyone wants to request pretty much any type of movie review or reaction video, movie topic video, pretty much any type, you can either request it directly through my PayPal or join me on my Patreon. Both links are down in the info box. If not, no worries, but if so, thank you so much. And one of the films he wanted me to talk about was The Steam Engines of Oz. And the reason I made that weird look was, number one, I've never heard of this film. And it came out 2018. Something like a Wizard of Oz type of film came out 2018. I can't find a single review on YouTube. You know how fucking strange that is when this is as shitty as it is, in my opinion. It gets a 7.1 on IMDb. A 7.1! Which I was dumbfounded. 7.1? I was expecting like a 4.1 or a 3.1. Not a 7.1. And then like no one else reviewed this on YouTube. If they did, I could not find it. So as far as I know, this is going to be the first fucking review of this. And I think it's a piece of shit. The biggest problem is it's really, really dirt cheap, poor as fuck animation. When you look at people like Cinema Snob and these other guys, they review these cheap animation films that are rip-off of Cars or rip-off of like these other movies. This is that type of animation where it's stilted and the designs are very bland and lame. And I guess this is based on a book or something. I've never even heard of this book. Where sorry, I had a little conniption fit there. Just 100 years after Wizard of Oz, the Tin Man is a bad guy. Because apparently the Tin Man had a wife, and he got turned into a Tin Man because of kind of a dark story. And there's one part of the film I liked, which I'll get to. This one part, actually I'll get to it now, where it goes into a different type of animation. Granted, you say more crude because it's kind of, this sounds stupid. Imagine still pictures, but they kind of move. But the way that looked, and they shot in black and white, and then there's dirt on the camera as if there was 35mm, and then at times words would appear as if it was a silent film. That looked better than the actual fucking movie. Like, the actual movie was done in this flashback form, where it tells a dark story where the witch Tin Man wanted to keep chopping, and he chopped off his legs, and he chopped off his limbs because of the witch, and then his heart, and then that's how he became the Tin Man. I'm like, again, that's fucking dark. Potentially interesting. And the way it was done looked the best and most distinct and interesting with the rest of the fucking movie. Because the rest of the fucking movie looked like something that would be on your fucking windows in 1994 or something. I mean, just type in the movie on YouTube. You can find clips and trailers. In fact, the entire fucking film was uploaded. And you'll see what I mean. But this one flashback in black and white, at times when someone is talking, words are on the screen, like a silent film would. And then, like, why wasn't the entire fucking film like that? That would have made it intriguing. But no. The Oz now looks like steampunk. Like the steampunk aesthetic. So the lead girl has these fucking goggles on almost the entire fucking film, like right here on top of her head. The way the clothes are. This lead girl and then her two friends, or I guess one's a munchkin and one is an Englishman, proper Englishman. And the Tin Man has turned evil for his lack of heart. And then the lead girl's visited by the Witch of the North and some flying monkeys going, you need to do some shit. Just we're in deep fucking shit, and we're already in deep fucking shit. And say to fall in the war. You have these guards that talk with no emotion. They go, halt, in the name of His Majesty. What do you think you are doing? Wait, come back. No, don't do that. Maybe a little bit more feeling. Like, halt. Get back here. No. Zero emotion in most of these fucking guards. So the three of them, which I'm sorry, they're boring characters. The lead girl's a boring character, and her two buddies are boring characters. They're not even interesting look-wise. At least, as superficial as it may sound, the original Wizard of Oz. Oh, there's a guy who looks like a scarecrow. There's a guy who's a cowardly lion. There's a guy who looks like a Tin Man. Here is just in shitty animated guys. And then a shitty animated lead girl who looks like she's out of a steampunk ripoff. Then they get to this place. And you hear that the guy of the three group, not the Munchkin, but the proper British man, he's the brother of Oz. And also, apparently he's been in jail so long that his wife died. But there's barely any fucking reaction about that. And when I get to the ending, I'd be like, I think this guy should be a bit pissed because of what transpired. He was put in jail for no good reason and then was never able to see his fucking wife. He didn't even know his fucking wife died until then. And then apparently his kids are somewhere he doesn't know. If I was this guy, I'd be fucking miffed and pissed, but apparently not in this universe. So they talk to this lady, and this lady says shit like, they're in the east, hidden, hiding, waiting. Oh, I'm glad you made a difference between hidden and hiding. I thought that was the same fucking thing. That'd be me going, well, I snuck past him, and then I was sneaking. No shit, you just said you stuck past him, and now you're saying you're sneaking. Why you have to say the same thing twice? Hidden, hiding. Do you think we're too fucking stupid you had to say it twice? Well, let me say it a different way in case you're a dumb fuck. Hidden, hiding, waiting. Yeah, I get it, hidden and hiding. I know what the fuck it means. You know what? So the lead girl, because I don't remember their fucking names, lead girl, the Munchkin, and the British guy, they go off, and then they meet lions. And the lead girl pretends to be knocked out, and the lions If you think they don't look like the Cowardly Lion, no. Apparently they're descendants of the Cowardly Lion. They look more... One is voiced by Ron Perlman, and he looks like a fucking biker that became a bouncer and wants to meet fucking Dalton at Roadhouse. With the fucking clothes, like he... Again, imagine if a tiger, but at the same time... A lion. Imagine a lion, but no mane or anything. Like, none of... The ones who stand up on 2 feet, yeah, because there's also lions that are feral, which also makes me wonder, how does this work? How is it that some of them are talking on 2 feet, but some of them are feral on 4 feet? Sometimes that's one of the things when you see certain movies like this or others, where you have animals that walk and talk, and then you have animals that don't, and you go, okay, well, what's the difference? How come you do that, but you don't? That sounds stupid. I know it sounds stupid to complain about, but it's like, well, what the fuck is the difference? Whatever. But the ones who 2 feet, none of them have manes, like the Cowardly Lion. So technically they all look like the female lion group. That's the thing, I believe, that female lions don't have the manes, male lions do. But even the male lions don't have the fucking manes who walk on 2 feet. The Cowardly Lion did. But these don't, and Ron Perlman, again, with his outfit, he looks like a biker that wants to be a bouncer. And then one guy has blonde hair, and that's all I can remember about that lion. And one is a female lion, but he sounds like a guy. And that's supposed to be Ron Perlman's mate, but it sounds like a fucking guy. No disrespect to the actress, I'm assuming. And I say I assume because it sounded like a guy. Maybe it was bad direction, I don't know. And then they get some info, and then the 3 of them escape and go see the Munchkins, and more of that steampunk aesthetic. One of the Munchkins holding a gun. Surprised he didn't hold it fucking sideways. Bang, bang. Trying to look like John Rhys Davies from Lord of the Rings. With his face. And then there's some guards beat them. And then they try to shoot this green, looked like green strings coming at her. It's supposed to be a death ray, or I guess not even a death ray, it's just some ray, but it looks like a fucking green beam, green strings. So the Munchkin, one of our 3, takes the hit. And then for a good check of the film, I didn't know if the guy was dead or not. Then later, much later on, when the guy showed up, I'm like, oh, I guess he wasn't dead. I didn't fucking know that. It's once in a while, when fight scenes happen, I swear there's no fucking sound effect of the punch. Just going, ooh, ah. Like, during that scene, when the lions come in to fight the guards, and this female lion is punching a guy, but it's like, ooh, ah, like, where's the punch sound effects? It's like later on, there's a moment where the lion, the lead girl, Oz, when they find him, voiced by William Shatner, by the way, and Oz's brother, the British guy, they're both walking. And I swear to God, under each of them, there's this fucking light with each step. I imagine these 4 characters, and underneath each of them is like this weird fucking light each time they walk across the screen. It's Ron Perlman's character, again, the lead girl, the British guy, and Oz. And like, that has to be some kind of mistake. Why this weird, it's like someone focused a fucking light under each of their feet. If someone could explain that to me, please feel free. But I can't, because I couldn't find a fucking review on YouTube of this fucking movie. So yeah, by that point they found Oz, who's voiced by William Shatner. You get the flashback that I mentioned that was the best part of the movie, because it looked better visually. Even its cheap animation looked better than the fucking CGI bullshit. Poor CGI. That's most of the fucking film. So then they don't create this plan that we don't want to fight. But really this entire thing is pointless because I swear it's like a 10-15 minute scene, but then it was pointless because it didn't work. And then the lead girl's like, what was I supposed to do? And then the fucking witch of the north says, do this. Just I swear it's like a 10-minute scene of the lions fighting all the guards. And you see the guard having a sword and hits some of the lions, they just fall down. You have Ron Perlman, which his character knows fucking kung fu and has a fucking kung fu fight with the Tin Man that I swear they ripped off some shit from the fucking Matrix and do slow-mo. So yeah, imagine shitty CGI 3D, like shitty CGI animation where Ron Perlman voices a lion that looks like a fucking bouncer biker ready to go pain don't fucking hurt. Find the Tin Man in this fucking kung fu fight. And then it doesn't matter after this whole like 10-minute fucking sequence of all this lion fighting. And then they're all, you think they're dead, but I guess not, because then I don't know if anyone fucking died. It looks like they died, but then the movie doesn't seem like it did either. So then the witch of the north says, go the fuck over there. So the lead girl, the Munchkin, is alive. That's when I found out, oh, I guess he is not dead. Oz and the other guy, they go off and they find the Scarecrow's head. Because in a flashback, apparently the Tin Man was so pissed, he ripped off the Scarecrow's head off. He ripped the head the fuck off and put it in a chamber where, and then the guy who voiced the Scarecrow, again, like no emotion. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm here. Did this guy never watch Wizard of Oz? That's not how the fuck the Scarecrow talked. Even the little bit I saw of him in Return of Oz, that's not how the Scarecrow talked. It was the way he was directed, or it was the actor, I don't know. They couldn't even bother to fucking give a fuck about how the Scarecrow should have... I'm like, the Scarecrow was a lot of things, but his voice had emotion. It wasn't zero emotion. He wasn't working with the fucking IRS. It's not R. Shyster. But even he had more fucking emotion than this. Come on, give me a fucking break. So you get the Scarecrow, and they get the heart, and then the end of the film is just... They walk up to the Tin Man, the girl says a couple fucking words, gives him the heart, and then everything's A-okay. I'm like, wow, was that fucking easy? Seems like anyone could have fucking done this. Didn't need to be this girl. Anybody could have fucking done this. Here's a heart. Okay. Then everything's A-okay. I'm like, well, all those lions and feral lions and guards, are they fucking dead? Because you saw a guy with a sword do this and it looked like the lions fucking fell dead. So I guess they're not dead? Or are they? What about the one guy who... The Tin Man and such, the British guy. I said they put him in jail, and then when he got out he found out that his wife was dead. I think he'd be a bit pissed. Yeah, at the very least, Tin Man could apologize to him, saying, hey man, I'm sorry for locking you up, and you never got to see your wife, and your wife's dead, and your kids, you don't know where the fuck they are. If I was that guy, I'd be a bit pissed and want to chop fucking... I want to melt Tin Man to a goddamn teapot. But apparently not. Apparently nothing fucking matters. Cue the fucking Metallica song. Nothing else matters. Fuck, this is such a piss poor, shitty, terrible story. At times, horrible non-emotion voice acting. The only character that has some remote interest of design is the Tin Man. All the other characters are designed so bland, so unoriginal, so boring. The lead character, there's nothing to her. The lines just look weird. With the way the designs, they just look fucking weird. The animation at times is stiff. The CG is dirt cheap and it's distracting. easily the biggest flaw of the film. And it just kills me that when they did that one flashback, the film looked better. Which I don't think was their intention. Wonder if characters are dead, but I guess they're not dead. And then having this goddamn 10-minute fight that was ultimately fucking pointless. And did anyone really want the Tin Man to be a fucking bad guy? And then he's like, no magic, only technology. And maybe that could be interesting, but in a better hands, of better writers and better directors and better script and much better animation. And the fact that it is 7.1, there's something going on. There's something going on. I'll repeat one more time. There's something fucking going on here. And I don't know what it is. I'll never find out. The fact that there's no reviews on YouTube. The fact that 7.1 is bullshit. On top of bullshit. That's why I might not even put a fucking... You know what? No, that wouldn't work either. Again, I could not find any I'm literally sitting here trying to think what would have made it a 7.1 film based on the film we got. The animation alone makes it not deserve that high rating. Again, nothing in this film works other than that one bit I talked about. William Shatner, anybody could have voiced Oz, didn't need to be William Shatner. He's in the film a couple times, but not a tremendous amount. Ronald Perlman could have been anybody that voices character. I didn't need more of the three I talked about than Ronald Perlman or William Shatner. The steampunk aesthetic really not used to any true potential. It just was cheap dog shit bullshit too, which is distracting. And the story stuff that doesn't make fucking sense. Is that, well, why did this happen? And the ending just seems clunky as hell, like I talked about. It just... But yeah, the steam engines of Oz. Somehow this got a fucking... Blah, blah, blah. I'm not even going to put a trailer in here because I don't feel like it, so... Yeah. There you go. Thanks for watching. Take care. Again, it's for free on YouTube. And you can find trailers for on YouTube. You just watch the trailer alone. You tell me that's a 7.1 on IMDb worthy movie. Again, maybe people don't know, or maybe people are just so stunned by it. They're like, I can't review this. I'm so stunned by it. Holy shit. See you guys later. Bye-bye.